Hello everyone, my name is Jose Avalos. I'm an associate level designer community at Avalanche Software, and in this tutorial we will see the Replayer, another one that was a fan favorite Creativi-toy in the first Disney Infinity, which basically allows you to spawn or make disappear objects from the game world, which can have many different gameplay uses, and it's been revamped a lot since the first one, so let's get started. First of all, let's go to open up the ribbon and go to Creativi-toys, and I'm gonna select the Replayer. It should be around... No, sorry, Replayer. This one right here. As you can see, it has the circle, square, and play button from days of the VCR. So we're gonna place one here. And if you remember in the first days of Disney Infinity, if you wanted to start recording or stop recording, you had to put 4 different buttons in the floor, and so one to start recording, one to stop recording, one to clear, and one for playback. Now, you don't have to do that anymore. You still can, but it's not mandatory. So, how do we do this instead? Well, let's step into the Replayer, and you can see that on the right corner, there are 4 icons assigned to each of the face buttons, in this case of the Xbox One controllers. So we have, in this case, I'll see one by one. The A button, and you can see the circle symbol, means start recording. And if I press it, you can see that now there's a red circle on top of the Replayer saying, okay, I'm already recording. And that the symbol on the bottom right corner, instead of a circle, now it's a square, which means stop recording. So now let's put some objects here into the world. In order to start putting objects, you have to step out of the Replayer. So let's put some basic blocks. Let's put a square block 1, 2, and 3. And now to stop recording, I step into the Replayer. And once I have all the icons in the bottom right corner, I press A again, which in this case is going to be the which in this case is the square symbol. So now, as you can see, I stop recording. And okay, what are the other buttons do? The B, or in this case, like the little arrow to the left, is basically clear. So if I press it, it's gonna erase all the objects from the Replayer in existence. The icon on the left, which in this case is like the play button, it's the playback. So if I press X in this case, ooh, all the objects appear in existence. And what is the upper symbol means? In this case, assigned to the Y button. Basically, it is reverse playback. So if I press it, you can see that I start building first the blocks, this one, then this one, and then this one. But if I do reverse playback, I can say that this one appears first, and so on. So how you want to spawn the objects in your world, it's up to you. You're still gonna need a button in case you wanna reset the Replayer, which in this case cleans it up completely of every object that it had. Now let's see some other additions that this one has. So, okay, I have these 3 blocks, but what if I want to add some more? Well, another cool feature of the Replayers is that now they are additive. So, if I start recording, so for that I'm stepping here, I press A. Let's say I want to add some more blocks. One here, and say one here, also one here, and finally other one here. And now I'm gonna stop recording. Now I made it clear, and now if I want to play back, you can see that I have all the objects. So you can modify the Replayers without having to erase the Replayer and start recording again, unlike the first Disney Infinity. So that means that you're gonna be making your levels in a much faster and smoother way. And there's even more fun stuff. In fact, you can even have logic within the Replayer. So let's make, for example, a little trigger button I'm gonna put one here. And let's add another falling object generator. And now, remember, I'm still recording, right? So, let's say, new logic connections stepped on player any. I'm gonna generate a bowling ball. And now, I'll stop recording. Play, clear. Playback. And now, look at that. Now there's logic within the replayers, but this is something that you need to be really careful of. That you can only hook up logic with other toys or Creativi-toys that are inside the same replayer. You cannot hook this trigger to another, say, another falling object generator that is outside of the replayer. So you need to be really careful with that. Now, let's try to make, for example, one gameplay use of the replayer. Let's say that, okay, first I'm gonna erase this replayer at all. I'm not gonna use it anymore. And let's say that we have a path of blocks that are gonna appear and disappear one after the other. So, what we're gonna be needing is, in this case, I'm just gonna use it with 3 blocks. First, I'm gonna use 3 replayers. 1 for each block. Okay, so I'm gonna place this one, and this one right here. Now, I'm gonna start recording. So this first replayer is only gonna have 1 basic block. So let's say okay, stop recording. I'll do the same thing for the second replayer. So square block. Okay. Let's stop recording. Stop. Okay, and now let's start recording the third one. Alright, awesome. And now I'll stop recording. So, you can see that we have these one by one. So the way that we're going to be doing this is I'm going to step on a trigger, and that trigger will send a time delayer that after its delay, it's going to play back the first block. Then afterwards I'm going to start a second delay that will play back the second replayer, and then same thing with a third time delayer. And then it's going to be connected to another series of time delayers that are going to clear it out. So why don't we try it out? For that, I open up the ribbon. And I'll go to, I'm just going to put a trigger button here that's going to be the one that triggers everything. So I'm going to place it here, and also I'm going to need time delayers. There's already a tutorial on these that basically say, okay, after a certain amount of time, I'm going to do something. So I'm just going to put this 3 first. So the idea is that when I step into this trigger, new logic connection stepped on player any, I'm gonna send a delay to this one. So start delay, and the idea is that after I'm done with this delay, which by default is 1 second, and in fact I'm gonna change it a little bit by going to properties and selecting 3 seconds, is that after I'm done with this delay, I'm gonna say delay completed, and I'm gonna play back the first replayer. As you can see, you still have the same options you had in Disney Infinity 1. Start recording, stop recording, clear, playback, reverse playback, and reset. Reset is the only one that still needs a button or a trigger, but we're not going to be doing much of that now. I'm going to use playback. And also, once I've done the playback for it, delay completed, and I'm going to start the delay on the second one. So start delay. Same thing. So delay completed, I'm gonna do a playback of the second replayer, and at the same time I'm gonna start the delay for the third one. So start delay, and also I'm gonna set it up to 3 seconds. So properties, 3 seconds right here. And now for this one, so properties, 3 seconds. And now new logic connection. When this delay is completed, I'm gonna play back. So, and do we have this connection here? Yes, we have it. So if I step on it, 1, 2, 3, the path appears. 3 seconds later, the second block appears. And 3 seconds later, the third one appears. Which is all nice and good, but what if now we want them to disappear? So for that, I'm gonna clear all these. And what we're gonna be needing to do is put 3 more time delayers. So the cycle is, just let me place them in here. Playback the first, playback the second, playback the third, and then clear the first, clear the second, clear the third, and if I want this to be cyclical, I'm just gonna say start the delay on the first one, that it will be playback the first one. So what we're gonna be doing is in this third time delayer, once a delay is completed, I'm gonna start a delay on this one too. So start delay. The delay is also gonna be 3 seconds. By the end of it, delay completed, I'm gonna clear it. And at the same time, I'm gonna start the delay on the 5th time delayer. So, start delay. I need to set this one to 3 seconds. New logic connection, delay completed. Clear. And finally, also start the delay on the final time delayer. So, start delay. Finally, I'm gonna set this by 3 seconds, and once this delay is completed, clear. And finally, since I want this to be cyclical, I'm gonna say start the delay on the very first time delayer. So start delay. Now if I step on it, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. The second one should appear. Now the third one should appear. Now the first one should disappear, which it does. Then the second one should disappear. Third one should disappear. And now in a couple seconds, the first one will appear. And as you can see, the cycle goes on and on. So you can perfectly do this for a bridge where you have to cross it within a certain amount of time, before the bridge disappears. So this is only one of the many uses you can do with replayers, but there are many more. And well, I hope this tutorial has been useful to you. If you have any questions, please let me know either in the comments or in the forums. And well, thanks for watching.